And now I think is the time we change gears, and I think we're going to experience a wee bit of Schadenfreude, which I had to say with that little German accent because it's so much fun. That is a very fun word. But let's talk about that Everytown ad. How awesome is that?
Oh my stars.
Let me back up and do a little preface. I don't want to assume that our listeners have seen or watched it. We'll post a link to the ad. But Everytown is a moms against guns kind of group. They are absolutely opposed to people having guns to protect themselves, and they put together a commercial that they are now that is on it's on their YouTube page, and they've actually copied it like 3 or 4 times, addressed to specific senators, because they want their shock troops to send this video out to senators and get them to use this video as a reason to vote for gun control or to vote against people having guns. And the premise of the ad is a woman who has a restraining order against her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend, and the scene opens with boyfriend banging on the door. She's inside on the phone with 911. She says hello, and 911 says hello. And she says, help me, my boyfriend's banging on the door. The 911 operator's first question is, do you have a restraining order? And she doesn't even say yes because she's screaming and her child is crying. She's got her child on the sofa, positioned in between the front door and herself. So when bad guy busts into her house, he grabs the child before she can even say anything. So this woman is horrible at protecting her own children. I mean, you just have to see the whole thing. But she's on the phone with 911, and then she's struggling with the guy who's trying to steal the child, and then the guy who has the restraining order against him, apparently, despite this restraining order, he pulls out a gun, and then we hear the gun go off. Presumably he shoots the woman, and fade to black, and now it's please call your senator and get him to make guns more illegal than they already are, or something. And it's actually a very emotional ad, particularly if you're a woman who lives alone, or a woman who has children, or has ever had anybody banging on the door trying to get in. It triggers a lot of emotions. It made me very grateful that I'm a gun owner. I think most people see that. Most rational people are going to see that ad and think, oh my God, she really needed a gun. She should have shot him the second he came through the door. She should have immediately put her child hiding in a closet. But, to most people, that ad is an ad for gun ownership.
They really shot themselves in the foot with that ad. Yeah. Sorry, somebody had to say it.
What's lovely about this to me, and it goes along with everything we've been talking about, shrinking government, making it smaller, for the reasons that we need to. What is the assumption that Everytown is making here? That if government were able to restrict guns far more, then dude wouldn't have a gun, correct?
Sure.
That's their point. That's where they're going. That dude wouldn't have a gun. But did it never occur to anybody making that ad, and I'm sure it doesn't, which makes me laugh, what about the ineffectiveness of calling 911 when somebody's at your door with a gun? And this is the problem with big government, because what do people expect when they've been led to believe that you should be able to have your health care paid for, make sure that you never fall through the cracks and that nothing bad ever happens to you, and if it does, you get to sue the pants off people. Those are all fine little concepts, but when it comes down to reality, when it comes down to something really life-threatening, where's the government? Where's the government in that scenario? They're on the other end of the phone asking, do you have a restraining order?
Amazing. Amazing, because that's what you can do. You can hold up the restraining order, you can hold it up, and instantly you're protected. It's like Harry Potter. You instantly disappear. They can't find you. It's done.
Because that
not
guy
so much.
who disobeyed a law saying that he couldn't go near the wife went near the wife with a gun that the government wants to make illegal, or these people want to make the government make illegal, so he would not violate that law. I'm so confused.